Have you ever heard of shoe fence art?
No, but people living around Parker have, and they're a little upset that the Douglas County Zoning Board isn't happy with the art. 7 News reporter Paul Reinertson joins us now from the site of the controversy. Paul?
Well, Katie, I'm standing in front of a fence that used to have 500 shoes on it. And as you may know, Parker grew 20% last month, and somebody amongst that number of those people who moved in here didn't appreciate it.
Really enjoy driving past and looking at them, and it's a shame to take down those shoes.
It's been known simply as the shoe fence, started by Paco Russell when a female friend threw a shoe at him.
Picked it up and tucked it under my arm and said, when you think you're woman enough to come and get this boot, it'll be hanging on my fence.
But in time, it became much larger in scope.
The fence actually speaks more for itself because it got its own life. People would come and they would add to it.
Over a 3-year period, more than 500 shoes, each with a different story.
She'd go from a ballet slipper to a little kid boot to some bowling shoes. These came from the girls at the feed store.
Many stories are his own.
That's a shoe from a little Victorian friend of mine. It's about all I can tell you because her boyfriend is huge.
Some of the stories come from friends.
These boots have been from Canada down to Mexico.
Some from strangers.
And people put little notes, like where they were from, the date they hung them, and things like that.
Well, that's all come to an end now.
Did he get a complaint on it?
He was told to take them off and leave them off, which I am not very happy about.
For the last few years, a lot more people liked it than disliked it, but someone finally got to the powers that be.
A display of discarded materials, which would have been all the footwear along the fence line.
Paco won't be fighting County Hall, and as sad as it all seems, there was a silver lining from that slipper that started it all.
She got the nerve to come and bring the other shoe, and then she moved in for 2 years, so.
Is there a law against having a hat fence? And you know, Katie, there probably is.
If those shoes could talk.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Strange but true. One more check on the weather.